How's it going, everybody? So today we just got in the August 2025 numbers. So we're going to be going over stats for Florida as a whole, and also specifically here in Citrus County and Marion County, because we've had a few change ups over the last month. So definitely some interesting things going on in the market. So let's dive right in. So for Florida as a whole, we see that closed sales are down about 3.9% compared to this time last year. The median sales price is also down, but only down about 0.4% to $410,000 on average for the state. And active inventory is still up, but about 13%. So we're seeing that active inventory number come down a little bit. That is definitely creating a more balanced market for us. Now, whenever we focus more on Citrus County, here in Citrus, we see that closed sales are up 5.9% compared to this time last year. The median sales price has actually jumped up about 10% compared to this time last year at 300,000. So we're seeing those numbers move here in Citrus County. Absolutely great news for sellers in Citrus County. Now that active inventory is still high. We're up about 40% from this time last year. So still a ton of competition, but it is very, very good news that we're seeing closed sales go up and that median sales price go up here in Citrus County. Very positive sign. Now, whenever we focus on Marion County, we see that closed sales are down 5.9% compared to this time last year. Definitely not the direction we would like to see things move, but things are still selling, so that's the good news. The median sales price for Marion County has dropped about 1.4% compared to this time last year, and their median sales price for a single-family home is now $285,990. So we definitely saw some movement on that end, and unfortunately, it was downward. But hopefully, that's going to start balancing out over the next few months. Their active inventory is also up significantly from this time last year. They're up about 37%. So that's definitely the reason for that dip in median sales price. But the good news is that we are seeing properties move across the state as a whole, and definitely here in Citrus County and also in Marion County. We're also seeing some stabilization of that median sales price, which is great news. We don't want to see these huge swings. So what does this mean? If you're a buyer thinking about buying, or if you're a seller trying to decide if now is the best time to sell? Well, if you're a buyer, once again, with that increased active inventory, this is your opportunity. If you're a buyer right now, you have one of the best markets in the last decade plus to buy a home. Now, if you're a seller, these numbers should be very encouraging for you, especially here in Citrus County. These numbers are showing that the market is stabilizing, that home values are not taking as big a hit as certainly they could have, but you have competition. So whenever you're putting that home on the market, put it on at a price that's that's likely to sell. Do not test the market too much. And if you do test the market and you see that your home isn't moving, or you're getting no feedback, or the feedback is that your price too high, heed that advice early on and make that adjustment sooner rather than later, so that you can find that right buyer and achieve a sale. But if you have any specific questions about your specific circumstance, whether you're a buyer thinking about buying here in Central Florida, or you're a seller trying to figure out if now is a great time for you to put your home on the market, happy to go over your specific circumstance. And as always, if you find value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye.